Hi Mortgage Heroes, Andy Cruz here in Business Development, and this is Monday Mortgage Minute. Welcome back to a new week. I hope you had a great 4th of July. Hope everyone still has all their fingers intact. This week, we're going to talk about the short week that's ahead and a couple things that we've been talking about previously that are coming true. First, let's talk about inventory. Yep, that's right. Inventory is hitting the market. We're seeing more and more open house signs. We're seeing more and more houses come onto MLS as you get these laggard sellers who maybe didn't sell in 2020 or 2021 deciding that, well, now's the time. Well, they're also being met with increased mortgage rates as we've been talking about as well. That's the other thing. Mortgage rates continue to fluctuate. They go up one day, they come down the next, and there's a lot of pressure in the bond market and in the stock market and in all the financial markets to just make things right now. And there is a lot of pressure that is to be expected to continue through the rest of July. As the Fed has to continue fighting inflation, they are basically telling us they're going to do that no matter the cost, which means that they're going to be okay with wild swings in the cost of borrowing money, where it goes really high one day and really low the next, and it's going to be a little bit wild. We're going to be in for this ride for at least several more weeks, if not several more months. And that is, of course, going to put price pressure on some neighborhoods when it comes to the amount that houses will be sold for. You are starting to see some buyers who may have been on the sidelines a couple months ago start to be looky-loos again, take a second glance. And on a good day where the price is right and the mortgage rate is low, people are finding themselves in a sweet spot to be able to buy that dream home that they've been looking for. Now, that's not to say that this specific circumstance is for everybody, but if you were hoping to buy a house in 2022, keep your head on a swivel. There will be opportunities. You're going to find sellers in certain parts of town where maybe the neighborhood's a little bit soft on price, where maybe you could get a deal that you're looking for. Maybe you could get some closing cost credit. Maybe you could get some credit towards buying down your interest rate points, where you could actually get a lower interest rate by getting a discount that's partially provided by seller contributions. So just keep your creativity going and work with your loan officer and your realtor to come up with a way to help get you into the home based on what we see happening in the market right now. We are expecting that there's going to be more inventory continuing to hit the market as people are still moving out of state, people are retiring, there's some people retiring early, and some people that are still looking to move up, especially during the summer. Remember, this is the normal period of time where people are going to look to change neighborhoods before the new school year starts, and we're seeing a lot of that happen right now. So all the economic part may be what it is, but also just the simple fact that people are looking to move into the neighborhood where their kids are going to continue education or move into that new neighborhood for the next 10 or 15 years for the whole entirety of education. That is happening right now. That is this summer window, and that is to be expected. When it comes to borrowing, of course, we're just really waiting to see what the Fed's going to say at the end of July when they conclude their next meeting. And there's a lot of speculation happening right now. I'm going to be just blatant. It is a ton of speculation on both sides. A lot of people saying they should do nothing now. A lot of people saying they should keep their policy and continue raising rates. There is a ton of speculation coming from everywhere because all these analysts and economists are really trying to sort out what is really going to happen next and why is that decision going to be based on what it's based on. There are so many things in the economy right now that are happening and fluidly changing so rapidly that there's kind of like this where do we run mentality happening. And people sometimes run to cash, sometimes run to bonds, sometimes run to the stocks. And right now everyone's kind of like, where do we run to? And the majority of what I'm seeing is that people don't know. And the level of uncertainty right now is as high as I've ever really seen since starting in finance back in 2005. Now, really what that just means is we got to pay close attention and we got to keep watch and be really, really in lockstep with what news is coming out, what data is being revealed, and basically what it's supposed to be suggesting to us and telling us is on the other side of the hill. Now, really to reduce that just means you've got to stay close to us. You got to stay in contact with your loan officer. You got to raise your hand if you got questions. You got to raise your hand if you need help. Let us know what you might need in this market right now when it comes to mortgage financing so we can help you assess and ascertain what's exactly happening here and then how that fits your plan moving forward and serves you and your family well. We've been in these situations before where there was a lot of uncertainty on one side of the world economically, and there was certainty on the other as far as what people were hoping to do in their finances and their house. So this is certainly something that you can talk to us about, and we're happy to do so. It doesn't cost you anything to ask the questions, and it doesn't cost us anything to give you the advice and the example of what other people have done that maybe you're just not familiar with. So if you find yourself in a situation today where we're starting the second half of the year, we got through the 4th of July, and now we're gonna go through the rest of the month of July, trying to bide our time until we really know what the Fed's decision is gonna be, start asking those questions now. Get on the phone with your loan officer, send an email, send a direct message, a comment here, a text message if you have their number directly, and let's start talking about what it is you're trying to do so we can plan for the second half of the year. It may feel like there's all this time ahead of us, and there is in some respects, but also, man, this year's been going by pretty quick. I mean, just think about it. We're already halfway through the year already, and it feels like it was just yesterday, right? So with that, I just want to encourage you to please let us know how we can help you. There are going to be a lot of things that we could be doing to help you right now. You just need to ask. So please share this video with someone you know, like, and trust. Make sure that you leave a comment, send us a direct message, tell us what you need in the market right now so we can try to find a program, a solution, or some sort of creative suggestion that will help you right now in the market, but also where you're trying to get to financially. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next week.